Today I'm going to talk about describe matter. So today we're going to talk about matter. And now look around you. Everything you see that, but first let's review what matter is first. Well, matter is anything that takes up space and has mass. So look around you. Is there anything that takes up space and has mass? It's all matter. So here I have two of this here. Pretend this one is a rock because it is harder one, and this one is a ball, a fur ball. So these two take up space and has mass. Mass is like how much matter that thing has, or we can say it like weight. So when I see it, when I hold it, I can feel that this one has more mass than this one. This one is very light, but this one is much heavier. So these two are matter. They take up space and they have their own mass or their weight. So these two things are pretty different, and sometimes the matter can be invisible. Like here you can see in this bag, it's full of air. There's something that takes up space in this bag, but we cannot see it. So this bag is full of air, and air is a kind of matter we cannot see it. Although it didn't have a mass, but it still takes up space. So we will still count it as matter. And this air inside the bag is matter. So this air in here, even though we cannot see it, and sometimes there are other matter we cannot see it, but it's still a really like useful things. And matter have property. Property is something about matter that you can observe, use one or more of your sense. And some of your sense you can use is see, hear, touch, smell, and the last one is taste. There are like 5 senses that the property of a matter is something that we can observe or see with the 5 senses that I have mentioned. So now we're going to find out the property of this ball. Okay, here this ball, it's furry, and when I touch it, I can see that it's furry and it's pretty soft, not that hard, and I cannot smell anything from this bowl. I can see that it's furry, and when I touch it, I can also feel that it's furry. When I drop it down, and when I hear the sounds of it, I don't think I hear a sound at all. It's a really quiet sound. And this one is different. This one is like a rock. Pretend it is one. And this one is a ball. These two are different. When I drop this one, I cannot hear anything. But this one, it's much different. When I observe it, I can see that it's really cute. It's like a letter L, and it's pretty hard, not like the ball. And when I drop it, it is making a pretty loud sound, right? So this has a different property from this. Okay, so now we're going to do a small experiment, but we still need to wear some glasses that will protect our eyes. We will also, now we will have like a Ziploc bag, and we're going to put water in it. When we fill the water inside the Ziploc bag, it is like, it is much heavier than it was. You can feel how heavy it is when you try it by yourself. Then we will close the Ziploc bag. That. And then we will use some pencils and we will poke it inside it. Slowly poke it in. Wow, did you see that? Well, when we poke it in, no water comes out. No water leaks out. it's really, really fun. Now I'm going to put another one. Poke it in. And there's actually no water leaking out at all. See? No water leaks out. This one is pretty interesting, right? You can see that the pencil is in this one's third one, but it doesn't seem like any water is going to leak out. Now there are 3 of them inside that bag. And how can this happen? How can we poke the pencil inside it, but it's not leaking the water out? Well, the Ziploc bag is made of very stretchy plastic. So when it's ripped, the bag it stretches so that the bag can cover all the small places, all the rip of the bag. And you can see that when the pencil pokes it in, it doesn't release water. But when we open it, or when we take the pencil out, all the water is coming out. Well, you see, this is a very interesting experiment about matter. And you know, matter is something that takes up space and have mass. Well, that's all about my video. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.